Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tokoloho. It took a while for me to actually do this video because I kept recording and deleting because I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to be real. I wanted to have fancy animation that I can't do, fancy, just everything. You watch so many videos here on YouTube and everybody's at a place where they know how to do it, where they know what to do. And I'm not at that place yet. But that's basically why I want to make this video, because I've struggled to find people who are just starting, people I can relate to, people who I can be on the journey with. So I thought I might as well be that person. Because if I feel this way, I bet there's somebody out there who is just looking for somebody to say, hey, I don't know how to do it. I want to figure it out. And I want you to join me. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting my weight loss journey today, not because of the countless magazines that tell us to be a specific size. No. Unfortunately, because my health is just declining. I've been struggling with acid reflux, lower back problems, sore feet, and most recently, no confidence. I got a picture from my friend the other day via email, and she just put a beautiful caption, "Look at us," with a smile on her face. And all I could see in that picture was just how big I've become. How big my cheeks looked. They literally looked like I had a cheek on top of a cheek. My eyes were just a dashed line going through, and my neck just looked like it had another neck on it. I couldn't see the picture for what it was, a beautiful moment. And that made me realize that I am really, really letting myself go and missing out on life. If all I'm going to see is my shortcoming, I'm not really living. So I decided that it's time to take it seriously. Not just that on Monday I'm going to start my weight loss journey. No, like seriously, be accountable, have something to show, something to go back on, a proper action plan. So this is my invitation to you. If there's anybody out there who also is at that point in their life where they need to change something, it doesn't have to be weight, join me. Let's change together and have something to look back on and be like, we did it. And this is how we did it. This is our game plan. So the first thing we need to figure out regarding weight is how we're actually going to do it. So what I've decided to do, because there's so many options, so many different meal plans or diet types or diet plans, I've decided not to focus on all of that because really it gets confusing and I can be an emotional eater. So putting a lot of restrictions on myself ends up backfiring on me, because then I just get hungry because I put a restriction on myself. So I've decided to stick to the most simplest thing. Let's just work out how many calories we need and take it from there. There are plenty of calculators on the web. I've linked some below as well that you can use just to figure out how many calories you need in a day to just be you without losing weight. And then decide how much you want to cut that down by. Let's try not to focus on the speed or the amount of time it will take us to get to our goal, but actually maintaining what we're going to do. One of the things that I've realized through all the diets I've been through, I've been doing this over and over, but yes. One thing that I've realized is the more I try to get to my goal faster and not enjoy the process, when I get to it, I revert back to my old habits, and then I'm back to square one. And I'm back to feeling the way I felt. So this time around, I don't want a reset button. I don't want to go backwards. I want to enjoy this journey. I want to learn through my experiences. I want to learn from this journey. I want something attainable and maintainable. So Find a calorie set that is maintainable for you. Step 2 would be to actually create our own meal plan. You know your body better than anybody else. So you know if you work better on high carb, low carb, only veggies, no veggies, meat, no meat, dairy, no dairy. I can't tell you what to do with your body. It's your life. It's your choices. You know how you feel. You know what makes you feel the best. For me, I've realized that keeping my meals or keeping my diet as low carb as possible is beneficial for me. But there are days when I need more carbs, normally my emotional days. So I will try to vary between high carb and low carb. We need to get active. Getting active doesn't specifically mean just to lose weight or tone or build those body parts or do A, B, and C. It's just to get active. We sit for a long time, and that's very bad for our bodies. It's very bad for my body. That's why I end up having severe back pain. A little story time. Unfortunately, one of the days, I can't remember which date specifically, but quite recently, I woke up and my back just gave up. Like literally, no, honestly, it gave up. I couldn't stand. It literally just gave up. I was weeping. I was so scared because I couldn't feel my legs. I just couldn't. It would just spasm and it was just horrible. I called my mom crying because my husband wasn't home, and of course my mother, my mom, my lifesaver, came rushing to me and had to figure out to go to a doctor or do what. I just didn't know what to do because I wasn't bleeding. I had no blood on me. It's so frustrating to have an injury you can't see. You don't know how to deal with it. I ended up going to a chiropractor who at least was able to reduce the pain a little bit. Took some time, but eventually it did subside as well. So moving is important. To keep it simple, because there's so many different options, there's so many different types of exercise, just pick one thing and stick to it. I've decided for this month, for 30 days, just to stick to kickboxing. There's so many videos on here that show you how to box, that are fun to follow, and I actually enjoy it. I love the punching, the kicking, just for 30 days. Have a minimum for yourself. Can't really have a maximum because you don't know what you're capable of as yet, but have a minimum. There'll be days when you don't feel like exercising. There'll be days where you can't exercise, but still have your minimum of maybe I'll punch 3 times, 4 times, just to keep moving, just to make sure that you start creating that habit so you'll be able to maintain it. This is our journey. We need to find what we love, what we can do without being forced to. We only have one body. Let's take care of it. And then the fourth thing that we need to focus on is our mindset. Yeah, I went there. I'll try to create a whole video about mindset, the importance of it, what it really is, how to change it. But our mindset is really important going into this because basically think of a mindset as your auto settings. It's what you go back to. So if your auto settings are always feeling like you're a failure, you can't do this, you will take that thought pattern into this journey, which will make it more difficult for you to actually stick to what you're doing. So taking care of our mind, taking care or being aware of our mindset is very important in this journey. I'll try to make more videos on how we can change it, repair it, improve it as we go along this journey, because I definitely need that as well. And the last thing, tracking. Tracking is important because you'll be able to see if all the changes we've made are actually making a difference. It can be anything. If you know you've got a bad relationship with the scale and it makes you feel otherwise, don't use it. Stay away from it. There are many ways to see if you're making progress rather than using a scale. Pick a dress, pick an outfit. Maybe you want to be able to walk in a bikini confidently. Sometimes there are things that are actually bad for us rather than good for us. So you need to know what works for you. You've been on this journey before. You know what works for you or not. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope that you guys will stick around and join me on this journey. If you have any requests or any comments, please leave them down below. Please subscribe and please like the video. I will be making more videos along the journey.